Alright, hello everybody, your host Dryj here again. Today we are playing the Stanley Parable. I've been really excited about this game. I've wanted to play it for a long time, but I've had some problems with my recording setup. So let's cross our fingers and hope that today will be the day. Now this is a kind of a peculiar game because it's different from most other games in that it's sort of an anti-game, a deconstructionist interpretation of the video game, if you will. I hear that the narrative is very different and very peculiar in that it is driven by the narrator of the game and not so much by what's happening on screen. So I think that's a really interesting way to do it. So let's see if the game lives up to the hype. I have not seen any Let's Plays or walkthroughs or epic moments videos about this game, although I do know that PewDiePie has a video about it. So I am going in totally unprepared, going in blind, as they say. So if we can just wait for this to load, we'll be on our way.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
No shit.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Best job
and although
ever.
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley is a boring, boring man.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh, no.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh yeah. So, this is obviously to get you out of your office, you know? You are Stanley, and the narrator says he steps out of his office. So I guess we'll just step out of our office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
And that's too small to read. Hello, plant. Gameplay 10 out of 10. Can't even jump. Username access. Maybe this is a hint. What's happening here? So this room is behind that door. But it's not really a room, it's a corridor. The plot, it thickens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Is this the lounge? Sure. Yeah, it's kind of like my office, or Stanley's office.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Ah, beautiful. Coffee.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Or did he? Yeah, I did.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But there's a big red button. I don't wanna... I wanna push it. I'm gonna push it. Oh, fuck the police. Oh, loading. So, next level?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left? Oh, yes. That door is...
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Mr. Narrator?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Yes.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
This is what we call an unreliable narrator.
Now, let's see, we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Let's go. Hello, car. Oh, let's go downstairs. Oh, wow.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Someone
we
is
just
fired.
have to get back to
104 is
Who
fire.
am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
The end is never the end. Okay, so we go out.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, no.
What could it mean?
That's what could it
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, and I'm
It was
not
right
Stanley.
here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Hoy. This is really cool. I love the way they're going with this. Because it's so different from other games. So now it's 20 past 12. I didn't really notice what time it was before, so... Who designed this building? It's all corridors. Maybe there's something sinister going on.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
A memo. That sign was actually pretty fitting. You know, it's kind of a critique on the video game.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, because this is bullcrap. This game needs a sprint button.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
This is so cool. It kind of reminds me in Portal, when in Portal 2, when you go behind the scenes, you know? It's kind of the same thing.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no.
I am Windcar.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Yes. Pretty neat. Oh, cool.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Super simple. Oh, now we can go this way? Oh. Oh, we can't go here. This way.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Well, yes.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, music. You're just biding time. so the line changes depending on where you are. Oh, it's a different adventure path.
Cut the music.
Yeah.
Go back and look at that fern.
What? Bird? Oh.
Stanley,
Yeah.
this fern will be very important later in the story.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Cool fern, bro. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
We're back at the start. This is problematic. So we came from here, right? There's the fern. Yep, fern time. And then we follow it. Burp. Here you go. Oh, we're here again.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I like how he's getting tired of it, too. Okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Yeah, what's
We're
it ever done
intelligent
for
people,
us?
right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
Yeah.
daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, let's go surfing.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I really like the technical part of it. How they made that infinite cube.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. Cool.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
So the right door is, as it were, the right door. Get it? The confusion and... Oh my god, they're showing me the script.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
Yeah.
Wall. Well,
You're not the
who
boss of
consulted
me.
me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
I don't want to
I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Yeah.
And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, sure,
I'm
it's
not
a
quite
meta
sure
story.
if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Alright. So the narrator isn't in charge. He's pushing buttons just like I am. So yeah, I start out pushing buttons, and I'm still pushing buttons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes. A memo. What's in here? Nothing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, the door on my left. The meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Meeting room meeting scheduled. Financial panic meeting. Pranking floors meeting. Group 43. Oh yeah, it's a cabal planning. What? R.I.P. friends. Things, money, things, but with money to buy more things? Yes, of course. Graphs about things plus monies. It's true. So I work for a graph company. The stock market is somewhere here. Pie, get it? Because it's a pie chart. Work harder, hard worker. Jokes. Room closet. Oh, cool. The door opened.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Or did he? Maybe he just wanted to look at this duct tape for a while.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Still beats Call of Duty.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He did. Can't turn it. Too bad. Oh, wow. I want an office like this. Executive bathroom. Ooh. Locked. Of course. Hello. Wow.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Beat it.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
Genius.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Passageway. Oh yeah. Didn't see that one in there. Lots of airco going. Oh yeah, that's a generator. Nothing here. Oh, so now I can push the button. Looting.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Dun dun dun.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But it says escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, really? Let's check it out.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
And yet he didn't.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I swear, if this is a jump scare. Oh, what? Are we actually dead? Nailed it.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No, I don't wanna.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Nope. Oh, there's a twist.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah. So you are the meta-narrator? The meta-narrator? Wow, this is really cool. As I said, critique on video games. Well, not a critique. An analysis, perhaps.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Sure. Cool. I like how they're just really playing the game openly. They show you everything, or at least they pretend to show you everything. All right, well, I'm gonna sign off here, and we'll continue the game next time. I'm really liking it so far. I think I don't know, it kind of tickles my intellectual nerve. So it's I'm really looking forward to playing the rest. So I'll see you then. Hope to see you soon.